Hey, good morning. Good morning. It's Coach Michael Burt, 5:58 on Thursday morning. Hope you're off to a great start, man. Just finished a good workout here at Rock Box. I like boxing, folks. It's just a preferred method for me. I believe a good morning is you feed all four parts of your nature. The body, that's physical, the mind, that's mental, the heart, that's emotional, the spirit, that's spiritual, and don't complicate it. So many people complicate things when they're really not that complicated, right? The way you feed all four parts of your nature, number one, do something spiritually. I listen to a sermon on the way in, typically Jimmy Evans, which is one of my favorite pastors. I get some good sweat in at Rock Box, burn some good calories, get some aggression out. That's physical. Go home and spend time with my kids and my family and my wife from 6 to 7 a.m. That feeds my heart. That's emotional. And then listen to something on business. That feeds my mind. That's mental. Now, if you look at that, that is all four parts of your nature. Now, I want to talk about something that I don't talk about a lot, but I feel like I need to talk about, and that's what to do with resentment. You probably look at me and go, gosh, man, it'd be awesome to do what Coach Burt does, or maybe, I don't know, some people do. I always wanted to speak. I always wanted to do this. What you don't see many times is what I see. I see good people and I see bad people. I see good people and I see evil people. I see people who don't pay their bills. I see people who are unethical. I see people who try to cheat the system. I see people who say one thing and do another thing. And what that can build over a long cycle of time, especially if you've been doing something as long as I have, is a real resentment toward people. Because you guys, I've spent from 15 years old to 48 pouring into other people. I've spent time away from my family, my friends, my passion, my hobbies, just to pour into other people. And let's be honest, some of those people really appreciate it, and they're really appreciative, and some of those people are just shitheads, man. They don't pay their bills, they charge things back, and my wife said, don't say this, but I think there is a special place in hell for people who charge things back. I really do. Now, obviously I'm kidding, but so over a period of time when you deal with a lot of people, like many of you do, you're going to see the worst in people. And what that can do over a period of time is build a real cynical nature. You become cynical toward people. You become negative toward people. And so I want to use a tool today that I want to teach you. Number one, I want you to stay in positive town versus negative town, number one. And I want you to understand that between what happens to you, that's a stimulus, and your response to what happens to you is a space. And in that space lies your ability to choose your response. Now, if you study the work of Daniel Kahneman, he talks about how the brain focuses on the negative versus the positive. It focuses 3 times more on negative versus positive. So you could have an incredible day and deal with one real shithead, and that's all you will think about, all you will talk about. So the way I avoid resentment is to focus on the positive, and the positives are way bigger than the negative. You're going to have one bad person. You're going to have one liar, cheater. You're going to have one person who doesn't pay their bills. Well, in my case, may have a lot of people that don't pay their bills. And and what that's going to do is it's going to allow you, you're going to go to negative town pretty quickly. And it's easy. It's easy for me to do. It's like, man, come on, man. Like, be ethical. Show up. Have a good attitude. Quit whining. Quit harassing everybody. Quit being negative toward people. So you don't want to live there. Use the resentment to go, you know what? I want to go help so many people that a few duds don't even bother me. I want to help so many people that a few people doesn't even faze me. A few negatives don't even faze me. So between stimulus and response, this is a tool, is a space. And in that space lies your ability to choose your response. Here's what I would tell you. Keep on moving. Go where you feel celebrated, not tolerated. You're only looking for people that are looking for you. And if you can remember this, you stay in a positive state versus allow yourself to practice the emotional cancers, comparing, complaining, contending, criticizing, complacency, contentiousness. These are areas you don't want to go to. I call it negative town. Zen Seer called it the sewer cycle. Stay in that success cycle, folks. Keep moving toward your goals. Good things are going to happen. A lot more good people are going to show up than bad people. There are going to be some duds. Recognize them quick. Get them out of the way. Move on quickly. And when they, Maya Angelou said, when people show you who they are, you need to believe them. When people show you who they are, you need to believe them. Keep on moving. Go get you somebody else. Go get you somebody new who appreciates what you bring to the table. who appreciates your skill set, who values you, who it's fun to work with. Not somebody who loves you one day and hates you the next day. Somebody that goes, you know what, I love working with you, man. I really appreciate your skill set and how you pour into people. Go where you feel celebrated, not tolerated. Now, we're rolling out a new clothing line, merchandise. You're going to see all of that coming out. It's got these things. Go where you feel celebrated, not tolerated. Parade drive activation. All goes to zero at midnight. You're also going to see, I've only got 20 tickets left to activate. Right at 20 tickets left to activate, September 26th to the 28th. If you want to come to that conference, man, quit playing games and just get in a room with the big-time players. And I promise you, exposure is going to activate the parade drive. I promise you. September 26th through the 28th. If you want tickets, message me. Let's go. I got 20 left. Let's roll. You guys have a great day. I'm going to Philadelphia.